Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Maryland Terrapins offense is on the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to do. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Coming after it. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
I got to say, watching this guy run has given me PTSD from when I played against Michigan State back in college, and they had a big old running back named T.J. Duckett that was wearing our defense down. He got stronger and stronger as the game went on. This guy has a little bit of that in him, too.
They'll try the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Takes the handoff. It's Benedict. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on third down. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Spartans look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Going to try to pop one. Great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Benedict. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense that you just built.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it, because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you could see it there, and he coughed it up.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Using his legs, it's Benedict. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this is going to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weak.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll try to run for it. The Terrapins will move the sticks.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Now he's looking to throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. And the Spartans pick up the first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that.
Boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Just steamrolling the defense. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He breaks a tackle.
Backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field and they're They're so fast, but they're so thickly built. They're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you could tell they didn't get there fast enough. And those somebodies need to get there quicker for them if they want to get this guy on the ground.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's looking for a man on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend? You have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in skill. Difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Bringing it back, it's McMillan. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And good work. Team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll open the second half on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and fighting. .36. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Running back searching for a hole. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff from the shotgun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Buying some time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Spartans! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's York.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Working the middle. He's off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Maryland! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the run, it's Benedict. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They feed him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. On the move. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Benedict. slow man wins, and he just smashed him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. The run to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. Plus scores, and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. The ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flowers. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have had a better route.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Finley. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're trying to get to it. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, Dave. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Right now, they got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to